All right, guys, what's up? Today, we're going to go to Target and Gamestop to see if I can find a Nintendo Switch 2. It's actually launch day, Thursday, June 5th. And it's about noon on that day. So I actually have a couple things to trade. I have a Switch right here, an original one. And coming down here, oops, I actually have a PS5. I took the top plate off because I was trying to do a repair, but I actually found that it's the HDMI port that has a problem. You can maybe see how there's a little crack in there. My phone's having a hard time focusing, but there's a little crack on the HDMI port. So I'm going to see. I already called down there. They said they do take broken PS5s. They're going to test them. On top of that, I have a bunch of crappy loose Switch games too. So while I don't expect I can get the console totally for free, maybe it'll be pretty good, because maybe this is a way you can avoid paying the sales tax completely. If you do trade in credit, it's possible that the sales tax just gets disregarded. So that'd be really good. All right, guys, let's head over and check this out. The first stop, though, I'm actually going to check out Target, because I'm going to see if they have any Switch 2s in stock. Okay, we are in Target. There's the old Switch stuff. Yeah. Oh my, look right here. There's a bunch of them right there. Yeah, actually there's a ton of them. I see 1, 2, and then there's stacks of 3, so there's actually 8. 8 right here. Wow. Plenty of... Amazing to think that the AC adapter is freaking $35. But yeah, here's some of the games they got. Great. Well, now over to GameStop. Yeah. And the worst thing is I actually forgot my wallet, so I'll have to see if I can do, I don't know. Needs to be a full trade, otherwise I can't. Okay, so here's what I brought. My PS5. I'm gonna snap on the panel here before I get in there. Let's look at this pile of crap I got too. Harry Potter loose PS2, Virtua Fighter 4 loose PS2. These are worthless as hell. A couple sports games on PS2 in box. I got a couple controllers for Switch. I don't have cables though, but it's always a problem, right? Okay, and we have a boxed Switch controller as well. Animal Crossing, there is a game in there. Then I have just the case for Skyward Sword. And okay, yeah, I guess we have to open up these too if I really want to show you what I'm all going to give, possibly. I would love to do a straight trade. I think that's definitely worth my time. Oh, okay, yeah, the dock, the charger, HDMI cable even. This little guy, and yeah, that little controller deal for Switch. No games in that case, but yeah, here we go. Here's the actual Switch console I'll be giving up. I'll probably try to sign up for a pro membership too. Might have to go back home and get some more items, but okay, here we go. All right, what do we get? What do they get? Here, I'll read it to you. Super Monkey Ball. Cooking Mama, useless. Five Nights at Freddy's. Another Five Nights at Freddy's or something. Spirit of the North. And a working console. So let's go see what we get. Unfortunately, I can't really record it all. I'll have to tell you. Just wanted to show you I did get that thing back on. So now it's time to get back. Now it's time to get inside GameStop. Okay, so here we are walking into the local GameStop. Looks pretty dead. Let's see how it looks. There's some people in there. So. Plenty of PS4. Holy cow. PS4, PS5. I kind of want to get this one. Oh yeah, they have consoles for sure.
Yeah, it's 408.
The workers have like these these Mario caps on and stuff. I'll see if I can get my camera over there. I don't want to be rude. But yeah, there you go. Well, I gotta get all my shit though. I got a bunch of trade-in stuff. One sec. All right. Well, I had to go away empty-handed there. I learned a lot about selling at GameStop, and that is basically everything has to be in perfectly complete condition. Okay. We're back at Target. It's after the lunch hour, and they haven't sold any additional units there. So it's been about 45 minutes. See, this is really cool. My PlayStation 5 port is broken. I could buy that and use it like through this. That'd be a workaround. It looks like you can actually even get one here for $60. That's really neat. Wow, really cool. Look, there's a discount on the Pro PS5 too. Sweet. Yeah, that's very cool. Maybe I might have to try this remote option. I don't have my wallet though, so we're gonna go home for now. Xbox is still high and sold out. Well, I'm going home empty-handed. That's too bad. I was really hoping to grab a Switch too with all of my trade-in stuff, but I learned a lot about dealing with GameStop. So here's the thing about it. Everything you want to trade, they have to have it be fully complete. So if you come in there with just a console, for example, they need to sell you, the cords, which is the power cable, the HDMI cable, all the official stuff. They have to sell you the USB cable for the controller. They have to sell you a spare controller. You have to have the stand that came with the PS5. And so by selling it, they knock down your price. I was still pretty happy with the price they offered me just as is. It seems like I could get something like $60 just as is. I mean, for a broken, and I told him it was broken. So for a broken PS5, that's pretty good trade-in credit, But I didn't even have my wallet, unfortunately. So that's the story. Just heading back home empty-handed. There's plenty of units in town where I just don't feel the rush that I have to go out there and get one. But if I could have given away that crap and gotten a PS5, I would have done that, but it just didn't. It didn't happen. Funny enough, they told me they do take like everything, even like Sega Genesis and crap like that. So I could come in there and give away a bunch of junk-ass Sega Genesis stuff that I don't want. I could probably get a pretty good bundle of junk and pretty much get the Switch. I think I could find enough items that I don't want at all. Like, for example, they offered me $110 for Virtua Fighter 4. That's useless to me. It's a disc only. I mean, I don't care at all about it. I'd take that offer. Good luck trying to sell that locally. What the heck are you going to get for a disc only? Very little. It'd be good to pawn off all my disc only crap. But they inspect the discs very carefully too. So if they're not perfect, they're not going to take them. And even though a lot of the games I wanted to sell, I'm sure they play, but they're not going to take them unless they're very perfectly, happy with the disc. So I don't know, guys. It's a mixed bag of stuff. Okay, guys, I was last at Target at about 1 p.m. It really was about 1:30 p.m. today. This is launch day, June 5th, 2025, and it's now 7:20 p.m. So I am going to make my way over to Target. I'll update you guys on the time when I get there. I expect I can get there at about 7:35. I can do it pretty quickly. So I'm going to get over there, guys, and I'm going to see if they've sold all their inventory yet. They had 8, remember, consoles left at 1:30. So we're going to get to see if they sold them all. I'm curious. Let's head out. 7:35 p.m. on the nose. Let's see how many switches they got. All right, here we are. So since I've been gone, they've sold 3 of them. No, 4 left, and I think they had 8. They sold 4 of them. I don't see another one in the back, so yeah, they sold 4. 4 more left. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you later.